Greetings, everyone. Jeremy Thomas from Joplin Bachman Athletic Association. So, I just had 2 of these Jian come in from BladesUSA, and I'm preparing to do a review on them. We're going to test them out, tell you about specs, tell you about first impressions, and see what we can rate them at on a scale of 1 to 5. So I'm going to go through this, give you some details, see what comes out of that. All right, thank you. All right, so my first impressions of the Polypropylene Jian. So when I first pull it out, a little floppy already off the bat. So that's already a little concerning. There's a lot of plastic in the handguard and in the handle itself, so I couldn't help but wonder why didn't some of that plastic go into the blade to make it a little more resilient and a little less. It almost feels like instead of trying to copy an authentic Jian or period Jian, they wanted to do a polypropylene of a wushu Jian. So a lot of play in there, and that was kind of my first impression. It feels fairly good in hand, fairly well balanced. Not too light, not as light as you might think. There is some heft to it, but that was my first impression. It's like, why didn't more plastic go into the blade? But we'll take it from there and see what turns out. I'm going to try a few 2-man drills here and see how they hold up to that. Here. 1, 2, 3. Back the other direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Good. 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 All right, so immediately coming out of that, yeah, there's a little bit of bend in there, but not too bad for slapping them together fairly hard. So for 2-person practice, not too bad. Okay, sit. Good. Nice. Good. Again. Got a little bit there. Good. You all right?
Yeah, good.
It's knuckles. Good. Woo. Here we go. Good. 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 Should have gone for it. Come back up. Good. 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 Ready? Good. Good job. Good. Good job. Good job. Good. Skewer. Alright, good job. Make sure. Alright, so I've got both blades, both swords here. Immediately after just sparring with Damien. And got a little bend in this one, little wave in this one too. They held up a lot better than I expected them to. There's a little more give than I would like. But they still, being a little whippy aside, they still really get in there. And when I was hitting with proper edge control, I was able to get in some pretty solid strikes actually. So they actually did better in sparring than I even expected. So I'm really kind of happy about that. That's going to improve their final score. All right. All right. So let's wrap this up with some likes and dislikes. Okay. Dislikes first. Okay. Almost certain this was made to reflect a Wushu Jian. Okay. A lot of play in there. Don't quite like that. Really don't like that there's so much plastic in the Pusho that the hit in the cross guard. It's too much. They could have spread some of that into the blade and made it a lot more durable. This decorative stuff is kind of, I don't know if that's your thing. I think it's kind of cheesy. Kind of a dislike there. The grip, I'm really neutral on. I don't particularly like it. I don't particularly dislike it. But I can say that I have fairly big hands, and it's a lot to get my hand around. It's generally my other wooden Jian and my actual Jian. I don't have to get so much fingers around them to hold them. Pretty big. So if you're small-handed, yeah, I don't know about these. Alright, so there's dislikes. What do I like about it? So, it's got a pretty good balance, and even with as much bendability as it has, it still feels like a sword. Okay, in balance. Okay, that waviness is going to be there. But as I've noted in throughout sparring, that while you get bends and things in them, with a little bit of encouragement, it goes back, and then you're set and ready to do a two-man drill or sparring again. I'm not going to make a guesstimate as to how long they will hold up to sparring, but we will find out. Things I do like. I like that it's got a little more heft to it than I expected. I didn't expect it to be the 3 pounds as advertised, but it's even got a little bit more than I expected, so it does feel like a weapon in your hand. To some degree. So I'm going to give that as a like. I like the way it performed in sparring. Did not like the way it performed in two-man drills. Did like the way it performed in sparring. I was initially going to give it a 2.5, but that's going to bump it up to a 3 because it really did. It performed better in sparring than I expected. So that's my review of the BladesUSA Polypropylene Jian. And if you got some information out of this, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing one for the BladesUSA Polypropylene Dao or Saber coming up next. So thank you very much, everyone. And please like and subscribe. And if you already have, thank you for your support. Take care.